there at all?
Yeah, press that one.
This one. Yep. Just so you can. Madam President, friends, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here again. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make pisco sour. Who's had pisco sour before? Oh my God, seriously?
Tell us more.
There's a bunch of good Peruvian restaurants around the area. I personally love Embarcadero 41 down in Glades with Turnpike. Best pisco sour.
Nice.
So please, give it a try. Though I'm gonna give you the recipe now, so maybe you'll do it back at home. But first things first, a little bit of history and what is pisco. So back in the 1400s and the 1500s, when the Spaniards were conquering the New World, they brought a lot of things with them: religion, disease, but they also brought wine. They set up the capital of the colony in Lima, Peru. I'm Peruvian, as you might know. And they started producing wine. Throughout the 1500s, a lot of vineyards, and then a lot of exports. The crown grew very concerned because we were competing with Del Riojas, Tempranillos, and all those perfectly fine wines from Spain. So at first, they said, hey, hang on, let's not produce more wine, let's not set up new vineyards, take it easy. By that time, the vineyards south of the capital had already established a port for their exports. It was called the Port of Pisco, 1640. Eventually, the crown forbade the export of Peruvian wine. So with a lot of excess grapes, they started thinking creatively and said, what can we do with all these grapes if we cannot make wine to sell? They started distilling it. And that spirit became known as pisco. Now, you might have heard that pisco might be Chilean, but let me show you here. The Chilean border. That's 500 miles as the crow flies. And back then it was even lower. They took a lot of territory from us in a war that I'm not gonna mention. But you can see that there's quite a distance there. Even more so, Chile didn't appear until 1810. So please, now you know. Okay? Now what is pisco? As I said, it's a distilled spirit from grapes. In Peru, we take pisco stewardship very seriously. We only distill pisco once. Chileans distill it many times to concentrate the alcohol, and then they dilute it with water. So, we only use one distillation, and we only use 4 aromatic and 4 non-aromatic grapes. Depending on which you use, you get pure pisco. I always have a bottle in my freezer because it doesn't freeze.
Right.
So whenever a friend comes over, we can drink it straight from the freezer. It's amazing. You have aromatic. You have acholado, which is a multi-varietal, which is the one we prefer for pisco sour because you mix some of the grapes and it's really sweet. And then you have mosto verde, which is a different way of fermenting before distillation. But anyway, that's pisco. I recommend trying it pure just once. It's like tequila, even more sweet. But here is how to make a proper pisco sour. Okay? This is a photo of pisco sour. The proper way is making it in a shaker. Shaken, not stirred. Can anyone tell me who's this from?
James Bond.
Nice. All right. So this recipe was given to me by a dear friend from my MBA, who's Peruvian, of course. But if there were a pisco sommelier, he would be it. Right? So he told me, look, 4.5 ounces of pisco, acholado is best, 2 ounces of Persian lime juice. That's the little green lemon, not the big yellow one. So the little green lemon, the Persian lime. Peruvian gum syrup that you can get at Amazon or any other online retailer if you don't find it in your local corner Latin store. Okay? All of this you can get here. 9 ice cubes and a secret ingredient. You put it in the shaker, shake it like Tom Cruise in Cocktail. And then you pour it and add a few drops of Amargo de Angostura, which is aromatic bitters, which you can also get here, no problem. Now, there's a non-proper way of doing this. I'm going to show it to you because if you come across lazy Peruvians, they'll tell you, oh, this is the way, but you'll know better. The lazy way is done because when you have a dozen people over trying to drink pisco at your house, this is probably not the best way to go about it. So the lazy way, the quick or massive party way, is the 3-to-1 method. 3 parts pisco, whichever is handy, 2 parts simple syrup or sugar, God forbid. 1 part Persian lime juice, the secret ingredient, put everything in a blender and serve. I don't like it, and some restaurants around here will serve it like that, but you can taste the little pieces of ice, and it's not really that fussy hug that you should get. Okay? Now, when I'm doing this with non-Peruvians, I don't show them the secret ingredient. Not because I want to protect the recipe, but because they might be put off a little bit. The secret ingredient is egg white. It provides the consistency. And you don't have to worry about any bacteria or disease because the alcohol will kill it. So now you know. Please take a picture of this. I forgot to say that last time. Or I can give you the recipe. I have it on my phone every time, all the time. So now you know how to make one at home, and trust me, it's delicious. Thank you so much.
Great job, Toastmaster Giha. Not only was that educational, it was hilarious. We certainly appreciate it.